Hey again, Devin here, and today we are looking at Pictoquest, the Cursed Grids. No particular reason for looking at this one right now, I just wanted something that I could kind of do a quick video about. This one I have played a fair bit of, hardly anything there in the options. And this is a nonogram puzzle game. You might be more familiar with it as the Picross series by Nintendo. This one, I don't necessarily want to say it's the best one of these, but it's one of these. It has more puzzles that you can do if you're into this kind of thing. And I would kind of talk you through this, but there's actually some time pressure in this one. Maybe I'll have an opportunity to talk through some of it. These numbers labeling each column and each row represent how many blocks are filled in that column or row. So for instance, in this one there are 12. Those two I could fill entirely because they had 15 each. These two will be filled entirely because they have a set of 4 and then a set of 10. And if you leave a blank between those, that's 15 blocks. So that means these will have to be like this. And these are the sort of things you have to do in order to figure these out. And then you can mark blanks that you know are blank with an X by using the B button if you're using an Xbox controller to play. So like on this row, I can go ahead and mark all of those with X's. This I know is going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it could be any of those. Don't know which one of those is actually the final block there. Oop. Okay. This column is 3 and 3. And there are not 3 below this X, so I know those can't be among the 3. I think this heart means that if I can fill this one, I will gain some health back. But of course, I wasn't quite prepared to do that. This is a row of 12, which means this can't be anything. This is a row of 10, which means that can't be anything. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I don't know which one of those ends is the filled one. Oh, okay, these all have to be X's all the way up to here, and we don't know which of those two is the final one. This row is a 4 and this one is an 8, so these two cannot be filled. And that also means that none of these can be filled because it couldn't go more than 2 more past the 2 that are already there. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can fill either side of that, I think. And then since this column has 2 as the last one, it has to be those 2. Oh, this is some kind of fire spell. 1, 2, 3. It's blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now we'll go from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Blank. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and that's all we can fill there. This is not our final 2 in that column, neither is this in that column, which means now we can fill in some more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's our 1 there. This is our 1 here. Okay, the middle, oh, that's our 3, that's our 3, that's our 3, that's our 3. That'll be our 4. And that's our 2 in that row. This has to be part of our 5, so our 5 is either this one or this one, but we don't really know anything else. This is a 3, so that means at least that one is filled. Same for that row. This probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is sort of some of the strategies I've figured out for how to solve these puzzles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means these two cannot be filled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can probably fill these two. Oops. Well, that's probably okay because it let me fill it. Didn't mean to fill that in that time, but guess it's okay. Oh, that's our 1, which means this is our 5 here. And we've got 9 on the row on the end, so that has to be filled. Now we know that this is our 3 in that column. This is our 4, so we can X out the rest of that. These are our 3s. That's that row. Some of these you can take at your own pace, but if you'll notice on the right, the little attack bar is filling up, and the slime will attack me when that gets maxed. So I want to try to hurry and get this done as quickly as I can. Okay, this is going to be a 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means this can't be filled. That's one of the 2s, but we don't know where the other 2 is. This one has a 5 and a 1 remaining. This has to be part of the 5 because it can't be the 1. The 1 can't be there, so that means the 1 has to be here, which means our 8 is right there for the row. That's our 2 in that column, and that completes the 4 in the row. Alright, making progress. These 2 also have to be filled. And these 2 for the same reason as this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one has to be filled, which means these are contiguous because those have to be the part of the 5. There's nothing else in that column for them to be. This has to be part of a 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means this cannot be filled. And now we've got a 3 here, so that means these cannot be filled. Which helps us here because we know now that our final 2 is up here. And that's also a 2 in this column. This? I guess we don't know, but we know this is part of the 3 in that row. These are all part of the 7 in that row, which means this one has to be the 1. And that means the 3 in that column have to chain off this 1. So that means we can do this, scoot that over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 is the only thing left in that column. And that means that this is connected as part of the 10 in that row. Let's see. These have to be the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's that. Okay, that cannot be 1, which means that's the rest of that row. This has to be a 2, so that has to be closed. This is a 4, so that means this one is definitely filled. That completes that column, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we completed those 2 columns. And doing that, that's our 2 in the middle there of that row. Oh, that's that 2 for that column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that cannot be filled. That's the 4 in that column, which finishes the 12 in this row. That tells us that's the 3, and then the 4 in this row is completed. So that means this one completes the 5 in that column, which makes that complete the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that row. This has to be the 1 in that column. So that row is also completed. And this is the only intersection that has an empty one. So that's going to be our 10 for the row, and that's going to be our 4 in the column. And that made what? Lamp? Yeah. Magical lamp. And that's how you play these games. You're filling out these puzzles, just sort of using logic to puzzle out which squares are filled and which are open, and that is ultimately building towards a sort of very crude piece of pixel art that then usually gets embellished by the game, because if you don't embellish it, it really doesn't look like much of anything. You want to start by looking at these rows where you know every position in the row. That one's a 0, so we know that there's nothing there. This is a 10 and 4. I know there are 15 because the blue marks are at 5s. So that means, since there are 2 blue marks as we go across this, that means there are 15 there. And there are 15 spaces accounted for. The 4, the space between the 10 and the 4, and then the 10. So we can go ahead and put those in, complete that row. That resets the monster's attack too, if you notice that. So there is an element, if you want, you can try to time your completions against that attack meter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's as far as that one could go in that direction. I don't usually worry too much about that, although I guess when you get further in this game, maybe you would have to, as things get more difficult. This is a 6, a 4, and a 2. That's 12, but then there are 2 spaces between, so that would be 14. That doesn't fill out the whole row. 4, 4, and 5. That's 8, 13. Yeah, that would be the whole row. 4. Got him just before he completed the attack. That may be the last time I'm able to do that in this puzzle. We'll see. Oh, yeah, I can almost never time these. I don't know how you would do that, because it's kind of randomized. You just have to leave a bunch of stuff that you know how to complete open, and hope that something pops up on it. I don't know how to build a strategy around those spells. And even the heart containers, I think you just have to get lucky with them, I guess. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know that's not 1 because that column only has 7. That can't be filled because we have 3 in a row there in this row. Now, when I get down to here, this is what I start doing. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, space, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mark off the ends, space, 1, 2. Nope. That was a bad bet on this one. You can't do this strategy unless you have enough to know where the end positions are. And when you have a 2 or something like that, it's pretty dangerous. So that was a bad move on my part. But I can do it with the 4s, and I can just not mark the end on the 2. So 1, 2, space, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those have to be filled. Space, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't know where the other 2 in these 4s are, but we know that those 2 are good. I can do that here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space 1, 2. Now, since that's only 1 from the end, this is a safe 2 to mark. Okay, so 1, 2, space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you get past your first end mark, everything is full. It has to be. Space 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What else do we have? Okay, now we can start marking some X's on these columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are all X's, and we can go 3 down, leave 3 blanks down, and have X's there. This is a 9. Actually, there are only 4 other spaces here, 4 empty spaces, so that would only make 8. So I know this one has to be full as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's an X. This row has to be 4, so these 2 can't be filled. And the same goes for this one. Oh, now this is interesting. This column has 4 and 1, and there are 2 together here, so that has to be part of the 4, which means the 4 can't go past here. So we can go ahead and X those out. And that leaves this 1 here, which can't be the 3 or the 8. So that one gets X'd out as well. All right, slowly making progress. Oh, but we're going to die. Can we... Yeah, we can take some potions. That's another aspect of this game I hadn't even touched on. You can hit Y to open your bag. And you can cast some spells, drink some potions. Alright. What else can we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That can't be, which means that can't be, and that can't be. Based on the 6 in the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mark the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now let's start with this column. That's the 10 and the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have something that's already filled and you're counting down, everything past it as you're counting out one of your numbers has to be filled. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's as far as it could go. And then space 1, 2. That one can be marked because it's either going to be these 2 or it's going to be these 2, depending on whether the top gets filled or the bottom gets filled for the 10. Alright, this is a 5 in this row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can't be filled. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so none of these can be filled. That eliminates these because the columns are too big to fit into that 1. Now let's count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's our 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's our 9 on that column. Okay. This has to be our 2, because there's no other place that has room for a 2. That can't be anything, because this column's only 5. Oh, I'm about to get killed. Yep. Now, I think I started with... Did I start with full life? Or did I start with what I had left? Let's try this one more time and see if I can get it. I'll do less explaining this time. And just try to knock this one out. Maybe you got enough from me last time to have some strategies you can take forward if you want to try this. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These have to be filled. 5, 6, 7. Okay. No way I can complete that in time to get that heart. and I don't need it anyway, so I guess that's okay. Oh, okay, yeah. 4, 4, and 5. Yeah, that one's... Forgot that this one is full. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Space 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this has to be the 3. 3, and that has to be the 4. This has to be part of the 4, and this has to be part of the 5. So that means these are all closed off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. There we go. Gives us some more we can cross out. Oh, I know those are crossed out. Okay, these are part of the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, space. Oh, okay. Those have to be the 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we know where the 4 is. And that's that 4. It completes that column. That's that 5. If you have the first square and you have a number, any number, then you can just start from the first square and fill that many, because you know it has to be those. If you don't have the first square, that's when you don't really know. This has to be our 4, so that means it has to be these 4, because it can't go in the other direction. Oh, this is the 4 here, and then that's going to complete that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That can't be 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And those are all eliminated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, these both have to be filled, which means this can't be anything. Oh, none of these can be anything because this is our 6 for that column. If you can knock off some of the first column, first row, then you can really start to figure things out pretty quickly. Okay, that has to be 1, and there, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, those are all full. 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Okay. That's our 4, which means this is full, that's that 4, and there's the last 2. That's... And these just kind of cascade sometimes. You'll figure one out, and that will just force the others. Oops. So that you know exactly what they have to be. Okay, that's that one. That's that one. And there. I have no idea what that is. A map. Okay. I could have, even after it colored it, I couldn't have guessed. Okay, I think that probably gives you a good idea of this. You kind of advance through these. There are some other activities you can do. Oh, there's fast travel. I forgot about that. What is this? There are some puzzles you play that have slightly different mechanics. Honestly, I can't remember exactly what those are. Oh yeah, and there are bosses too, and I don't remember what those are like. But ultimately, if you like the idea of those puzzles, if you think you would enjoy solving them, then you'd probably enjoy a game like this one. Is it the best one? Probably not. Did I already say that? I have no idea. But this is not the best one, but it is one. It is another one, and it's a pretty good one. And I think it's relatively cheap most of the time. So if you think this is your thing, then check out Pictoquest. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.